All right, Jeff. This room and studio got a lot less ugly. We welcome the wonderful and talented Sarah Spain.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
From Landslide.
Yes.
And we're excited to have you here.
Thank you.
We both admitted to you that we get to see the band. So we want to...
It's okay. We have plenty of shows.
Yes. You guys do a lot of work at Lafayette's.
We do.
Yes.
About once a month. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you got a monthly residency-ish? So like our friends Seeing Red.
Yes. Yeah. And then we're basically at Neil's like 2 nights out of every month too.
Okay. Cool.
Basically.
Yeah.
So...
Both fantastic venues.
Yes.
So, we love it. We love it there at both of those places.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen that you guys have done something in Olive Branch once or twice, maybe at the...
Why would you do that?
There was a...
Just kidding.
What is the name of that
place? I used to live there.
So
I love the Olive Branch.
Or maybe it's a solo thing.
I play the Mississippi Ale House pretty frequently.
Gotcha.
As well, yes.
Yeah,
I don't think that place is big enough to support a 6-member band like what you guys have.
We actually were supposed to play it, but oh my gosh, it was this big event and we were all so excited and it rained and we were supposed to play outside and the stage had a huge puddle on it. And so I was like, I don't think we can do that, like I really want to, but.
Yeah, your mouth touches that SM
exactly.
58. Boom!
So I was like, don't worry guys, I'll do it. So I went and played. There were like puddles all around me. Yeah, but I did it.
You're a trooper.
You gotta commit.
You saved the day. Yeah. So great to have you here. Let's start where you're from. Where are you from? The Memphis area?
I'm from Memphis. Yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised. Very proud of it.
I would gather not very long ago.
Yeah, I'm 24.
24. Okay. Yeah. And we were trying to guess.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your guess?
We were thinking early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So,
good.
Yeah,
I get 17 a lot, weirdly enough, and that kind of hurts.
Yeah. I don't want.
It may hurt now, but it won't later.
I didn't want to go there because it can be insulting, you know. But I mean, you look like you could be a senior in high school.
I get it a lot. I used to substitute teach during the day.
Really?
And out of high school, frankly, the high school I went to, and I had teachers that were confusing me to be a student.
Yeah, I would think so. Why are you in the hallway? Do you have a pass?
Exactly. I was like, you were my Spanish teacher, but okay.
So is teaching something that you're interested in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a passion for it. I actually, Landslide, we all met through School of Rock. We all used to teach there at some point. So
awesome.
That's sort of how that came to be.
A good friend of mine, Manny Zepeda, keyboard player for Roxy Love. You know him?
Yeah, I do.
He was one of the directors there several years ago.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's a great program.
It is.
So I got a little beef with them, though.
Oh, okay.
Let's digress. Or no.
Shall we?
That's not said right, but okay, here we go. So I apply to be a teacher there. This is years ago. I'm just trying to find another hustle and trying to give lessons, which turns out I hate doing.
It's not for everybody.
So I apply. I swear, 2 years later, someone reaches out.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right.
And we're having a great interview, this and that. But then he mentions guitar lessons. I was like, well, I'm a bass player. Like, I want to give bass lessons. Is he, no. Our keyboard player gives bass lessons. I don't need a bass player.
You guys get no love at all.
I was like, all right. Because I don't want to teach guitar. I can't. Right. I know I can teach you the cowboy chords. That's pretty much, and then how to chug like
that's
Metallica.
Me as well.
There you go.
Yes.
But anyways, I digress. That's how do you say it? I digress. So growing up in Memphis, what was that like for you? And when did you start playing?
I started playing piano, classical piano, actually. And because I just really, I don't know, I always gravitated towards piano. And my dad was very reluctant to put me in lessons. He's like, you're not going to practice. You're going to be like every other kid that just like,
wow,
does
Dad.
it, Yeah. But then I just kept bending his ear and eventually he put me in it and I loved it. But when I got to be in middle school, I started discovering rock and I loved it. And I wanted to learn how to play and sing for myself. And so I did that. And then in high school, when I was like 14, I started going to the Stage Stop. Their Tuesday open mic night.
Even as young as 24, Stage Stop comes into the picture.
Absolutely, yes. I love Nita.
Yep.
I love her. She took such good care of me. I would sneak in and I would sing with the house band, and that went on for years. So that was really like how I got into playing music in Memphis
at a young age.
Yes.
Good for you.
Everyone from this area knows Nita and knows what
She's
a spectacular person she is, and that was such a great venue, and we all miss it. So.
Were you at the reunion show? Easy for me to say. At Neil's.
At Neil's, no, I had a gig that night and I was so upset that I couldn't go. But I'm hoping that they do something else for her, because she's one of those people that deserves like event after event. Event, you know. I
don't know. There might be some whispers out there, right? Who knows?
Let's do it. Maybe. This is the call to action. Let's do it.
Did you sing in choir?
I did. Okay. I was actually, all 4 years I was in 2 choirs. So that was my whole life in high school.
2. So high school, and was it Coro Rio by chance?
Did like concert choir, which is what you think of when you think of choir. And then we did like a cappella.
Ooh.
Like the singing and dancing and everything, you know?
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did that.
That's cool. My daughter is in choir too, loves it. And Hernando High School.
Really?
They don't do that.
Really? No. It's a new thing, and some schools have taken it on, and some are kind of like, it's a little weird. Because it is weird. It is out there, but it's a lot of fun.
I've recently discovered high school theater because my daughter's on the crew.
Okay.
Man, talent. It's mind-boggling how kids, you just don't take it for granted. They're just a kid. And next thing you know, they're acting and singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Was theater ever on your radar?
Not really. When I was really young, I was into it. I feel like most kids are, but no, I never really. I stuck with rock. My dad showed me all these albums and Black Sabbath and the Beatles, and I just immediately grabbed.
So, was there one band that just really grabbed your attention and said, "I like this"?
Generation X.
That's so difficult. Like one, if I had to choose one.
If you had to choose one, what is it possible to choose one?
Probably not. I'd say the Beatles. I guess that huge. Was like really big when I was really young.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the right sign for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Ooh, that's loud.
Yeah.
They're my 1B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Metallica is but the Beatles. Oh man, and the history of them. I go deep with them. It's a great band and great influence, and that's great to hear. Generational.
Yeah,
the Beatles will never die.
No,
I mean they will. But the music never will.
No, they are immortal for sure.
So where in the Beatles era and did you like throughout their career? Do you have a favorite album? Favorite time?
I feel like it changes. My favorite album is probably Rubber Soul. That's the sweet spot.
I'm just going to bow out of the conversation now. Derek and Sarah are going to have a moment.
No, that album, mine too.
Okay.
And when we had Seth Kirkendall in here, awesome guitar player from formerly known as.
Yes.
That was his favorite. I'm just like, it really is. But we could go on forever. This isn't about me or the Beatles. It's about you. All right. So you were a student at what's the school again?
High school or college?
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
I was not, actually, weirdly enough.
You don't remember my name?
Oh, God. This is a second interview in one day. This is what happens.
I taught there for almost 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just jumped in there's the teaching aspect that you like.
Yes.
But musically, are you a vocal coach?
I would teach voice, and I would teach piano as well. And then on the side, I would do, they do those shows. And so I was one of the directors that was helping put those on.
Good for you. Fun. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It was so fun. I loved it because we would do, my shows were goth versus grunge. And we did a 90s show as well. So I got all the really cool alt kids. And I was just one of my favorite things ever to do.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys separate kids into age groups, or do you just might have a kid that's 10 and one that's 20?
So they have different programs. Like if you're an adult, you can do adult band.
Okay.
Like they go, I think they practice at 9 p.m. or something crazy. But the kids, they get divided up into age groups. And then after, I think it's 12, they may have changed it, but that's when you can do we have a Black Sabbath tribute show. You can sign up for that. And it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
I'm sure it must be a little frustrating too.
Sometimes. I mean, you're dealing with kids. So
Yeah. It's never going to sound perfect, right?
no, I mean, but you'd be surprised. Like
Yeah.
there were some kids in that program that really blew my mind. Like the talent is insane. Just in Memphis, like being in Memphis, I feel like the musicianship here is just on a different caliber than
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
say any other music town. I don't know. There's something special about it here.
Oh, we've learned that, haven't we, Jeff?
totally agree. Yeah.
So how long have you been with Landslide?
Actually, we had our very first show a year ago today.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not long.
So we're recording this on Sunday, January 7th.
Yes. Yeah. We played Neil's Music Room for the first time, and it was so packed, which again, we did not think it was going to take off the way that it did. We were just like, this will be a lot of fun, right? We all love Fleetwood Mac, who doesn't?
Yes.
And we put out an ad for it, and so many people showed up that they had to call the fire marshal.
Nice.
And he was standing there at the door all night being like, one person in, one person out. If anybody else comes in, we're shutting this down. Like it was, I loved it. I thought it was crazy. But
right out of the gate.
That's great.
Yeah. So,
that's cool. So you guys are a new band.
Yes.
1 year.
Relatively, yeah.
And you guys are playing all the great spots, Lafayette's and Neil's and
and we've been really fortunate. I've been fortunate just because I mean everybody that I play with, they're all such great seasoned Memphis legends, really. And
you want to run down the names?
We got the names here. I did this so we wouldn't screw them up.
That's right. Yeah.
So Greg Redding on guitar.
Yes.
Robert Allen Parker on guitar. Our brother on the low end, Mr. Dave Smith.
He will be making a visit.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
On bass. And then Jeff Birch on drums. And so this one I could still screw up. Savoya Trainum.
Yeah, you nailed it.
And she's the other vocalist.
Yes.
And then you.
Yeah.
You guys have exploded across social media. I don't go a day without seeing something about Landslide.
Yeah.
So.
The artwork is cool.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's responsible for that?
Oh man, I'm gonna blank on his name.
Oh no.
You don't remember my I don't blame.
I was hoping
Tom Foster.
Okay, awesome. I was hoping it was a band member.
It's on the no, but he's been doing band artwork since the 60s. Apparently.
So cool. Okay.
Yes.
Nice. I'm glad that you remembered his name. I was not trying to throw you under the bus
I am too.
So was this your first working band?
I would say so. Yes. I mean, in high school, I was in little garage bands here and there, and we'd play Neil's and we play growlers and that kind of thing. Sure. But this is the first thing that makes money and that keeps me busy.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yes,
it's very nice.
I mean, it's the best job in the world, really.
Yeah. Does Davey Smith make sure that everyone is properly moisturized?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I figured he would.
He actually reminds us.
And what product does he use?
I mean, I don't think he really cares. He doesn't discriminate.
It's Joshine.
It's Joshine.
We know this.
Oh, I haven't been introduced to that yet.
Ask him, hey, do you got any Joshine? I'm feeling a little flaky right now.
I love that. That's just a thing. Everybody
learned so many
knows
inside
the
jokes.
If you know Dave, you know moisturizing is important.
So original music too, right?
Trying to. Yeah.
So tell us about that.
That's been a new endeavor for me. I mean, I've been writing here and there for years, but I am somebody I feel very strong in my abilities to sing and perform and do that. But when it comes to writing and being here's something that I made, that's very
vulnerable.
Yeah.
It is.
I have a hard time with it, but this is the year. I've got some stuff, and I will when I play acoustic by myself. I'll do some originals here and there if I feel like it.
Sure.
But hoping to have something out this year.
Have you ever live peppered in one with your solo acoustic act?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Trying to get a band together for that too, and I don't know might take the people I'm with now. And
that's what I was going to say. Do you think the folks in Landslide would be open to playing some of your original stuff?
Do some studio work.
And look, those names, you couldn't ask for a better bunch of people to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What kind of sound is it?
I feel like that's another one of the challenges because I love so many different things and genres. I've been told that I sound kind of like the Sundays. band from the 90s.
Okay.
I really love The Cure. I like the kind of 80s, early 90s alternative kind of stuff.
I know The Cure. I don't know the Sundays.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're really great. They're out of England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice English band.
Yes. I love the what is it called? Jangle pop. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, please explain.
It's like, it has to do with the guitar tone, you know? The really quintessential 80s, like REM, the Smiths, the really like bright kind of spacey sounding guitars. I love that. I eat that up.
I like how you are specific in that way.
Oh, yeah.
That is awesome.
I could talk about this for hours.
Well, let's go. We got hours.
Yeah,
we don't have an interview after you, so we can go.
Very nice.
No. Gosh, I mean, what's crazy is what I grew up with, the grunge era, was pre you, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, though, did Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots,
Oh, yeah.
did that
Yes.
tap into your lexicon as well?
Oh, yeah. Because my dad was like born in 63, and then my mom was born in 68. So she kind of had more of the grunge, like alternative influence on me. And then my dad had like the Fleetwood Mac in the 70s and
Yeah,
the
quick
Doors.
math. Your mom was your age
Yes.
in those early 90s.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I get my music taste from my parents. That's their little shout out.
Do they come to any of the live shows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my dad was the one that would take me to Stage Stop
Nice.
in high school. He
Way to
would
go, Dad.
on a
Way
school
to
night.
go.
He said, "Don't play. You'll quit like every other kid." Too really supporting you.
Yes, like really, making sure that it happened.
You do know what to do, and you are going to do.
I would
it.
say there's probably a really good chance that I've crossed paths with your dad
You
at some
probably have.
point in the
Oh,
Stage
really?
Stop.
You probably
yeah.
have. Yeah, he used to go there back in its heyday in the 80s. And
Oh, yeah.
when, you know? And
Are your parents musical?
no. No.
Nope.
No, I'm the only one in my family that really gravitates towards music. Other than, well, like in my immediate family, my uncle, my dad's uncle, is a David Spain. He played in Target with Jimmy Jameson, and you know,
We've talked about that before.
Yep.
Yeah.
These bands are coming up always, no matter what generation.
I got some Memphis music DNA.
Awesome.
Yeah, clearly.
It's pretty damn good DNA too.
So you brought up the Beatles, but
Yes.
what about singers? Is there a particular women singer, man singer?
I mean, the obvious Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
So coming into Landslide,
Yes,
you were already a fan?
I've always had a love for Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Heart, you know, I love Heart.
Okay, but this is
Blondie.
important. This is important. What era Heart? This is important. Because everybody loves Dreamboat, Annie, and all that. Not me. I'm sorry.
Really?
Self-titled album Heart, and then Brigade and Bad Animals.
Okay.
That's the stuff I loved.
I love
Still love.
Self-titled. I also love, like, what is it called? Dream, like the one that has Little Queen on it, and that era.
Of course, their big album is
70s.
Rumors.
Yeah.
You know, that was
that's Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, what am I
We're
thinking?
talking about Heart.
Yeah.
Squirrel. You squirreled again.
I wish we edited.
You don't remember my name?
Okay.
I hate you.
That's to myself. Okay.
I really like the soundbar.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's play. We'll have fun with sounds here. You know, what I just did.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It's pretty common, too.
That's perfect.
Stevie Nicks.
Yes.
So, era of Fleetwood Mac. Let's go there.
Ooh. I mean, obviously, Rumors.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
huge.
Thank you.
It's huge. You can't not
Yeah.
mention it. I really like their self-titled album. I might like it more than Rumors, honestly.
Okay.
Now, what year? Because I'm not a huge
Neither
Fleetwood
am I.
Mac fan. What year is that album from? Do you know, or close?
Rumors came out in, oh God, I'm going to get chastised if I get this wrong, 76. So
Okay.
this was like, I want to say
Pre-
73, 74.
Yeah, that
I
would've-
could be wrong.
Was it the
Understand.
first album with Stevie Nicks and
Yes.
Lindsey Buckingham?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
before
So
that.
early 70s.
Yes.
Yeah, early 70s. Before that, which I'm not familiar with at all, they were like a blues band, right?
They were.
With Peter Green.
With Peter Green and like Oh Well era, like, which we actually do. We need to incorporate more Peter Green era. I've been told that before, but we do it well. We usually close our shows with that. And then I want to add Green Manalishi and all the really cool, like weird psychedelic side of Fleetwood Mac.
So. You're more seasoned than us.
Oh, no question. She should be in this chair. Bands. I should just go find something to do for a little while. She can educate the audience.
I'm a nerd when it comes to music.
That's cool.
David Bowie, I think in college I wrote a paper on him. And
Nice.
That's so sweet. Modern. Any vocalists out there in modern times that you look to?
That's a good question.
My daughter's top 2, Billie Eilish, and I'm gonna forget another name. Let's move on.
Wouldn't be Adele, would it?
Yes, thank you.
Look at me go.
I always
look at you, hipster.
And I love Hayley Williams of Paramore. Yeah. She's got a great voice.
She's awesome.
I just heard they're breaking up.
Is that true? I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
I know.
I saw it online, so who knows?
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard it had to do with like they finally fulfilled all their contractual obligations and
all their albums.
Yeah.
She's got great stage presence.
She does. Yeah. And that's who I looked up to the most in middle school and high school, watching her. So
I would ask anyone your age that's a singer, Taylor Swift, where does she sit with you?
That's a very polarizing question.
Yeah. That's why I ask it.
It really is.
I respect the hell out of her as a businesswoman and as a writer. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she like currently still writes all of her songs. I believe she does. And I think the thing that she's doing with re-releasing all of her albums so that she gets the credit for it, that's brilliant.
That's a big middle finger to the label.
It is, and I love that. I love middle fingers to labels.
But the thing is that there are very few musicians that are in a position to give that middle finger to the label.
Yes.
So she is very fortunate that she has built what she has and she can tell them to F off because
but
not
still,
everybody can do that.
It still takes balls. Right?
She's got balls.
Yeah,
she's got
big
hella balls.
I loved her early on. My daughter's a couple of years older than you. Yeah. She's a Swiftie. She loves her. But
hearing you say
Swifties.
that.
No, it's the Speak Now era, the earlier stuff that I thought was fantastic.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that tour.
My daughter went.
It was, I as a kid, because she broke out at a very pivotal time. For girls that are my age, we were like 13, 14.
Right.
When she first like really got big. And I mean, that was huge just like for aspiring musicians to see and be like, oh my God, she's like the biggest thing on earth right now.
And that show was incredible. Just the storylines and the wardrobe changes.
Oh yeah, it was
unreal.
Theatrical production.
Yeah.
So on the music side, I respect her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is she my favorite? Do I listen to her? No.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't anymore either.
Shame on you.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'd love your thoughts on Billie Eilish because I've heard all her stuff because of my daughter.
Really?
And I think it's all, fascinating. It's just different. Every song's different. But how do you feel about it?
I really like her. I love her voice. It's a different style of singing. She's almost like a crooner,
Yes.
And I love that. I love that.
It's whispery.
Yes. Yeah. And I love that. I think she's very creative. She's not the typical pop star, when she wears like man clothes.
Baggy clothes.
How to describe it. Yeah. And I don't really think like image is something that she's really focused on. It's more about the creativity and
a
her
lot
voice.
of young women relate to that.
Yes.
Right. They appreciate that.
Yeah. And she's at the point now where she can kind of do whatever she wants. So
and her brother, what's
Phineas?
He's the mastermind behind all that music.
I love it.
It's crazy.
She's really. I think her voice and her style of singing is something that had never been mainstream before, and now that it is, I think that opens up a lot of avenues for new musicians.
And every song is just different.
Yeah.
It's always interesting. Their music is interesting.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like it, you can't deny that.
I don't even belong in this conversation because I've never heard her. I've heard one big hit that she had and she probably had more than that. I just don't know them.
Yeah.
I've heard that song and it was, if I heard it again, I could say that's it. But other than that, I don't know anything about her.
And Phineas loves low end and bass.
Yeah.
If you want some bass kicking,
that's what the kids like.
Speaker rattling stuff. I mean, it
is what the kids like.
I mean, we're listening to it cranked in my Corolla.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hon, we got to tail this back. We're going to blow the speakers up. But the bass is so heavy in some of those songs.
If your car is not shaking from the bass, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Love it. Well, I brought up potential studio work with the originals and all that, but up to now, have you ever done any work in a studio?
Yeah, I have. I used to have a project that for XYZ did not work out, but we had recorded like 4 songs. So that, I mean, like I've had studio experience, and then also I've been hired by people to come in and do bass or backing vocals, which I love. I love doing. I would honestly like to do more of. Yeah, no, I'm no stranger to the studio. I'm just hoping to get in there this year.
Cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get in that world, but it's just,
it's totally different.
It's totally different. It's hard to break into.
It is. Yeah,
it is.
And it's hard to find paying gigs when you've never done it.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely who you know, which I've been very fortunate to have the work that I've had. So
Davey.
Yes.
I mean, he's huge in the studio.
Yes, he is.
That dude's got worlds of experience in the studio.
Yeah.
And there are, we've got listeners that have studios, so maybe they'll hear you and call you and give you some work.
Millions of people download this podcast.
Tens and tens of people.
It's the call to the masses.
But it was Supernova Sound.
Yes.
Shout out
Matt Montgomery. Yeah, give Sarah a call if you need someone to come in and sing. Jimmy Fulp's got a studio.
Producer at Supernova.
Dave Cowell.
Yeah, we got to mention Dave
I've
Cowell.
heard him before. Yeah.
Backtrack to Landslide.
Okay.
Why Fleetwood Mac? What was that first meeting like? How did the talks start?
And how does a 24-year-old come across all these seasoned players? How does that happen?
Well, so like I said, we all worked at School of Rock together at one point. And so, and like we put on tribute shows, like that was our job with that job. Yeah. And one day Greg called me up and was just like, "Hey, what do you think about doing a band?" And I was like, "Well, obviously, like I'd love to."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, what if we did like a tribute band? Are you over into that?" And of course, playing in bands in high school and everything, like we played a lot of covers. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And he's like, "Well, what if we did Fleetwood Mac? I know you're a Stevie Nicks fanatic, you're a freak. Like, what do you think of that?" And I almost dropped my phone. I was like, "Of course," because I would love to be Stevie Nicks. Like that's always been my dream. I just want to be Stevie. So.
Nice.
And then he was like, "Well, we got this player at our disposal because we all work together and we had a practice space because of work."
Well, that always helps.
Yeah. It just, everything came together very seamlessly. It was almost unreal how easily.
Yeah, and that will spoil you because that doesn't always happen.
No, just not.
Yeah.
So and we had our first show booked within a month of rehearsing, and everything came together very easily, and I'm very well aware of how fortunate I am because of that.
When you guys, because we've already admitted, full disclosure, that we haven't seen you guys.
Yeah.
It will happen. But when you play with Landslide, do you kind of transform into Stevie? Do you try to really channel her, or are you still Sarah and you're singing her stuff, but are you wearing the kind of clothes that she wears? Or you because we've got some friends, Elevation, that do a Tina Turner tribute, and
they're great. I love those guys.
Boy, Melanie just transforms into Tina.
Yes, she does a great job.
So, do you try to do that, or is that something you strive to do?
So, growing up, listening to Fleetwood Mac, watching live performances of them, I feel like I'm already very influenced by Stevie. I draw a lot, like her stage presence, and obviously her clothing style. I kind of already replicated a little bit, just in everyday. So if you were to ask me, I would say I'm still Sarah.
Yep. But Sarah has been influenced over time, by Stevie.
Exactly.
So I guess it's more of a seamless type of transformation because you've already done it.
Yes.
Maybe not even knowingly.
I don't really
kind of done it.
try to do the thing of I do wear clothes that are definitely, you can look at it and be like, oh, she loves Stevie Nicks.
Right.
But I don't want to feel like I'm wearing a costume.
Sure.
If you know what I mean.
Understood.
And the songs that we do, obviously we're a Fleetwood Mac tribute, but we also really want to emphasize that we're a Memphis band.
Sure.
We have Memphis players. Like, we're going to kind of do things our way.
Right.
So we don't play it like the record.
Sure.
We don't want to do that.
Love it.
So yeah, we kind of do our own thing, and
Awesome.
I think it's worked out great for us.
So you can incorporate your personality into it. You
Yes.
kind of take liberties.
Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely draw influence, and I want to give credit where credit is due, but I try to be I'm myself on stage, even though I know I'm singing Stevie Nicks songs. These are, I'm influenced by her performance style,
Right.
but I still feel like I'm pretty authentically me.
Great.
What are some of the songs when you're looking down on the stage floor to see the set list? What are some of the songs that you really look forward to?
Oh man, there's a lot. I love Silver Springs. That's one of my favorite songs ever, just in general. It's so good. It's such a classic. And like recently that song's blown up because of TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot of girls and
I love
women
that.
like really gravitate towards that song. It's angry. It's such an angry song. And I don't know if y'all seen the performance from 97 where they almost get into a fight on stage because she's just looking at him and she's boring a hole through his,
Lindsey Buckingham.
Yes.
If anyone that doesn't know, I mean, they were married and
yeah.
And when Rumors came out, a lot of that music is singing and basically screaming at each other.
Yes. And I love it.
In the lyrics.
And I love it.
But yet they continue to tour, and that dynamic just made it what it was.
So, I mean, yeah, they are one of the most dramatic, tumultuous bands, yet that tension created some of the most beautiful music ever.
And then Mick Fleetwood had his phase with Stevie.
Yes.
While Lindsey's in the band.
Yes.
I don't know all this.
The drummer and her now start hooking up after divorcing Lindsey Buckingham, and they're still in a band together.
Which she says she's regretted. She's like, that was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
Just what
this happened as she and Lindsey are still together, or they had split up?
I think they had split up at that time. And it was like a one night kind of mistake thing. And she was like, that was not good.
And then Mick does not strike me as a handsome man. What the hell were you thinking, Stevie?
There was a lot of drugs in this band.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no, it's notorious.
That
the amount of cocaine that man did.
That explains a lot.
They all.
And then bass player, what's his name again? From Fleetwood.
John McVie.
Right. And McVie,
Stevie.
Yeah.
No. What the hell's her name?
Christine McVie.
Christine McVie. That one.
They're married as well.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. They're like currently married as they're recording these.
It's just crazy.
It's a miracle they ever wrote one song.
I know.
Yeah. Well, they're all about each other. And then they would write songs very like Go Your Own Way.
Yes. Yeah.
Stevie did not like that song because he accuses her of packing up, shacking up's all you want to do. And he made her sing that line about herself.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And then she has to sing that song her whole career.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a huge song for them. So you're never going to not sing that song.
Yeah.
So the song you brought up, Silver
Springs.
It's an angry song.
It's a beautiful song.
Do you have this temper that we don't see here? Do you have an angry side?
Do I have an angry side? I feel like I have an angry side. I mean, yeah, everybody's got an angry side.
Me and Jeff do. But
I just love it. And I love looking out and seeing people sing along. Because the thing is, there's like lore. There's lore here to the song. People say that everybody thinks Stevie's a witch.
Black magic. Right?
Yes, she's the white witch. That's her persona. And so people say that the lyrics are she's cursing Lindsey Buckingham. And because the line that everybody points to is time cast a spell on you, but you won't forget me. and then I'll follow you down. The sound of my voice will haunt you. And like, it's so good because like, it's true.
I love how excited you get over that.
She's obviously
I
loves
love
it.
this. It's so, but it's true. I mean, that band, they've just much like the Beatles, they're immortalized in their music.
Oh,
so like,
100%.
no matter how old he gets,
no
he's
question.
going to hear her on the radio.
Even someone like me who has not been a fan and I haven't followed them, you know their music instantly when you hear it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know.
So I love that. And I love, Edge of 17. We do some of her solo stuff too. And people just love that song. They get up, they dance. It's so fun.
Do you do the song that she did with Tom Petty?
We do. Stop Dragging My Heart Around. Yeah.
That's a great song.
Me and Dave, we sing that. So
Nice.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a great time. I love it.
And I'm not a lyric person at all.
Yeah.
Like my ears don't catch it. I end up listening to the rhythm section, honestly, pun not intended. And the melody. I like a good melody, but I don't know the stories that are being sung to me ever.
Yeah.
So I miss all that when I listen to their music.
I know. I'm not really sure what inspired the story behind that song in particular, but I do know that she even has gone on record and she was like, if I could have joined Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, she would have.
Yes.
Like, she would have done her own thing. And
she asked, and Tom said, "No, we don't have women in our band." And he wrote a song for her, and he took it back. I can't remember which one it was. He gave her a song, and then they realized it was going to be a huge hit. And
he kept it for himself?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he called her. He's like, "Sorry, Stevie."
I didn't know this.
But yeah, I can't remember. It was a big hit. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, Stevie loved Tom Petty. And the whole
he
guys.
was "I Will Run to You" is on her Wild Heart album, and yeah.
Did you like Tom Petty?
I do. He wasn't ever one of my favorites growing up, but getting older, I've realized he's had legal battles with his music and his rights too. So anybody that fights for their music like that, I have huge respect for.
There's some awesome documentaries out there about him and the band.
And he's a great songwriter too. Yes. He's an amazing songwriter.
And a trailblazer. Like he really stood up against the labels.
Yeah.
Like, which you respect, it sounds like. How do you feel about record deals?
Record deals.
At your age in this era of the music business, do you even think about record deals? Or is it more just do your thing?
No. I mean, in the age that we live in where you have every bit of information accessible at your fingertips, I don't think... I might get in trouble for saying this, but labels aren't really needed anymore.
Oh, you're fine.
They're not really used that much anymore, and nothing like they were.
I do think they can be beneficial if you know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm. It was the real gateway back in the day. Now it's open to...
It's the only way back in the day, at least from what I've kind of gathered.
Now
So,
it's open source.
Yeah, you can... that's what YouTube, all the social media is for.
Justin Bieber...
Yeah,
that's a huge name that started on YouTube, right? Am I getting that right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. I was never what were his friends called? Believers. I was never a believer.
You were never a believer. well, let's go to male vocals now.
Okay.
Do you have
male
vocals that you look to?
Yeah. Just being a fan of rock, because there weren't a lot of women. There are, but at least mainstream and what you're shown as a kid. Let's see, male vocalist.
If you say Jeff Tate, we're going to be best friends.
Jeff Tate.
I just watched Step Brothers last night. Did we just become best friends?
I will say Jeff Buckley. Okay. I love Jeff Buckley.
There you go.
He's incredible. Taken too soon, man.
Yes.
That's one that really hurts me.
His name comes up. He's like the singer, right? The songwriter.
Yes. And he was recording an album in Memphis when he passed away. So, there's some history tied to here as well. But Jeff Buckley, for sure. Scott Weiland of STP.
Now we're best friends.
Yes, we are. We're really good friends.
Stone Temple Pilot. I may not appear to be a grunge lover, but STP, they're like top 3 for me.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If you had to choose between Pearl Jam and STP, because they were always compared.
That's a tough one, but I know
it's a tough one.
STP came after, so then they got the hate, like they were just repeat copycatting.
Yeah.
But I see them as totally different bands.
They are.
They are different bands.
They are.
And I'm an STP guy. Where do you sit with that?
100% an STP girl.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll pick them just if for nothing else other than the lead man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to pick them.
Musically too, though. Their music, the band, they were just their own thing.
Yeah.
Okay, he had a low voice like Eddie Vedder. Come on, really? That's what
I disagree. I disagree. I mean, in
when you
days,
listen to Plush,
yes,
that was the song that they focused on because I get it. It had a Pearl Jam-esque vocal.
Yes,
but it's his voice. Come on,
right.
like he wasn't trying to be them.
Yeah, no. Well, and also I think in like their later albums, like number 4. His voice sounds so different.
Every album's different.
Yeah. And that's what I love about
Purple, Tiny Music, 4, they all had their own. That's why I love them.
Yes.
But they always kept a good hard edge to them. Pearl Jam, I don't know. They after Versus album 2, I kind of lost track, like Vitology and all that stuff. I
don't want to discredit it though. I just haven't spent the time really diving into the later stuff of theirs.
Yeah, their second album is my favorite. Pearl Jam's.
Okay.
Second album, Versus. Oh, so good.
That has Rear View Mirror on it, right? Okay.
Yeah, they hit hard on that album.
Yeah.
That's in my opinion, the hardest album they came up with. But then it has Daughter in it, which you guys
that's
play,
a great
right?
song. That's a great song.
Jeff's band plays Daughter.
Really?
Yeah. Soundgarden.
Yeah,
Alice in Chains.
Love Alice in Chains.
So Lane Staley.
Yes.
You must gravitate to that man's voice.
I love weird qualities to people's voices, and he's like him.
He definitely
and
had that.
Yeah.
Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins. It's hit or miss for some people. I love that. I love
you
weird
recognize
voices.
it immediately.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's recognizable. It's iconic. It's unique.
Yes.
It sticks out.
I really gravitate towards, we're talking about bands that evolve over time, and I think David Bowie is a huge one for me. His characters change with basically every album.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, Kurt Cobain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Nirvana fan, obviously.
Yeah.
He was a much better singer. Jeff hates him. Jeff hates him because they killed Dawkins. They killed all these bands.
They took away hair.
They did. They really did.
But he's actually an amazing singer, and people don't credit him enough for the kind of. I know Jeff
certainly don't.
Is he going to sing like Queensryche and Jeff Tate? No, but he had a tone to him, and he could, he did sing notes, Jeff. I know. I
understand.
He did sing notes.
He did sing notes.
He did sing notes, but that's
he sang them his way though.
Why not? But so what's the future look like? Where you're going to continue to write more? You're going to
absolutely.
You're going to start ramping your original stuff up higher.
I think that's what's going to be my main focus this year. While still, playing as much as possible, just because that's what I love to do, and just seeing where it takes me. I want to do. My dad has always said, "You're a lifer. You're a musician for life." And
he got it so wrong at the beginning, didn't he?
I don't think it would. I just don't think he knew what it would turn into. You know.
Yeah.
So I've been very fortunate.
Well, but it's great that they support you now, and then they come to shows, and they're they're backing you. That's the way it's
Your
supposed
story
to be.
reminds me of Jacob Turner. You know Jacob Turner?
I know Jacob. Yeah.
Young, sitting in with the Dantones.
Super talented.
Just prodigy. And amazingly supportive parents.
Oh,
Shout out to Trip and
Tamara. We all know
Tamara.
Trip.
Everybody knows Trip. We love Trip. We love Jacob. Tamara. We love them all. They're awesome. But awesome. Well, thanks for being here and doing all this.
Thank you for having me. This is
there
so
anything
cool.
we missed? Is there something that you want to talk about, or someone you want to say hello to?
Well, hello to the band. I know y'all are eventually going to watch this.
They better.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're playing as much as possible. I'm playing as much as possible.
Call to action. Where can they find Landslide and then your work?
So Landslide has a Facebook page, and it's our big title, Landslide, a Memphis Tribute to Fleetwood Mac. Yep. So we do that, and that's where you can find all of our shows and videos and what have you. And then I've got a Facebook page. It's just my name, Sarah Spain. And then my Instagram is Spooky Spain. And I just started trying to do YouTube.
What was your Instagram again?
Spooky Spain. It was my nickname in high school.
That's
really
great.
I was just kind of goth. Yeah.
And that again attracted you to Stevie Nicks, right? This sort of that darkness.
She's spooky.
She's spooky.
She's very spooky.
And YouTube channel, so brand new?
Yeah, brand new.
Cool.
Brand new. Trying to do something on that.
Do you have original music on it yet?
Not
just
yet.
You performing
Not
in
yet.
front of a camera or anything like that?
Yeah, just kind of that. Just songs that I like to play, you know.
And what venues do you play your solo acoustic
Oh man,
show?
Any place that'll take me, really.
Where can they find you now currently? What are some of the clubs that you're circuited through?
I play, let's see, for solo acoustic. I mean, I do a lot of Huey's. I'll be at like Villa Castriati, Hernando's Hideaway sometimes. And really, I mean, just any place.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Well, check it out. All the links that she just talked about will be in the description.
Yep.
You scroll down, click away, check it out. And awesome meeting you.
Well, thank you for having me. This has been really cool.
We will catch a show. We
Absolutely.
promise.
Yeah,
we get out there.
Out.
We get out there, you know, but we just got to plan it.
Yeah.
And you're an example of someone that walks in that we've never met before, and this is the first time. You guys met?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay, so.
I just reached out to her on Facebook and said, hey, would you come in and talk to us? And she said, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
So welcome to
cool.
season 3.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We can't wait to post this and share your story because I'm sure a lot of people will be interested. So
Well, I
thank
hope
you.
they enjoy it.
Oh, they will. They will. And thanks for hanging out, y'all. We appreciate you. Again, go to the therhythmsectionpod.com for everything that we do, all our channels and everything. And we're on Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram.
Everywhere.
Me and Jeff are a little rusty with this, or at least I am, because we took a break.
For the holidays.
So Facebook, Instagram, at the Rhythm Section Pod.
Yep.
I think Instagram is definitely over 100 now as we record this.
Nice.
Facebook's still,
Getting close.
nearing 1,000.
Getting close to 1,000.
So we'd love to get that fourth digit. We want it to say 1K and then a decimal, 1.1,
There you go.
1.2.
As always, thank you guys for checking us out, and make sure you check out Sarah Spain and Landslide. I got
Shout out to Trip Turner and Jacob
Turner's
Turner.
on my brain.
He's getting
now.
all the plugs
Yeah,
today.
Well, awesome, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great day.
Thanks.